Hi everyone, so I'm just on here to show you guys how to apply your at-home henna kits. To begin with, I've got just my powder in the little mixie jar, obviously the one that you get, you can make the mix in. So we just want to get your little dropper, pop some water in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just give it a really good mix. Then we'll just let that sit for a minute. So once that's sat for a minute, you want to start with underneath of your brow. So essentially with the henna, you're just drawing them on like you would if you were to draw them on for the day. And that's what's really great about the henna is it's really workable, really easy to use. And yes, it'll allow you to, there's like wiggle room. It's not going to develop really quickly. You can sleep in it, which will make it stain better. So yes, all right. So I'm going to brush upwards. It's going to be really hard because I don't have a mirror. Actually, let's see if this will work. All right. So start at the bottom, drawing a line. So I've brushed the brow hairs up so I have that room. Like that. And then we're going to brush down, a little bit more henna on the brush, and we're going to do the top. So and it really helps when getting the line just to move the brow hairs around as needed. Like that. So that's your outline. And then we're going to start colouring it in. So I'm still going to keep that brush down because that's where the bulk of my hair is. Start colouring in that line. And as you can see, I've left that front bit just because we all don't want that blocky kind of look. So leave that bit till last. As you're brushing it through, if you're gentle enough, you can kind of get the tint on the hairs too. Sorry, I feel like this is really hard to record, but I'm trying to do it with a ring light so everyone can see properly. Cool. And now with what's left on the brush, like I haven't re-dipped it, I'm just going to pull this through the front of my brow. What I kind of do is I take it a little bit past the brow and really make that soft. Like that. And then it's time to do a clean up. So I'm going to grab the lip applicator first. The thing that makes it easier is because it's got like a little tip on the end. So I'm going to dip that in the water so it's wet. And then I'm going to use it for just to make sure that line's nice and clean. Like that. Ooh. Then I'm grabbing my mini tip and I'm wetting it, but then I'm just on the back of my hand getting rid of any extra. And then I'm just fading off that line. Like that. And then just get a cotton tip and clean up around the edges. So cool. So you can see, and it will look quite full on at first, but keep it on, trust the process. The longer you're in it, the better. I try to sleep in mine, just because I go a lighter color than my actual brows, but I like the way it stains my skin. So yeah, I go a shade down and then I sleep in it and it stains it just the right amount. So yes, otherwise a minimum of like an hour to 2 hours, I would say. All right, now I'm just gonna do the other side. So this side is the harder side, definitely, because this one's lower than that one. And this is my bad side, like hand-wise, but it's probably a better indication for you guys. No matter how much you do this on other people, it is still so much harder doing it on yourself. So you guys can see this one does not have much left on it. Much hair, that is. For some reason it's just never grown there. And I did have it tattooed once upon a time, but it is just a very faint little marking now, which is actually convenient because when I tint them myself I can see where I'm going. So and even though this eyebrow has less hair, the eyebrow hairs get so long, it's so crazy. I keep putting this in front of my face, I'm so sorry. Oh, as I said, this one I have to concentrate so much harder for. Alright, then I'll do the front, the same as last time. That, leaving that. I always like get the wetness, excess wetness off on my hand, but you could do that with a paper towel as well. I feel like almost because this side's harder, usually turns out better because I have to concentrate harder. Perfect. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to wait a couple of minutes, let that side dry, and I'm going to do a second coat just over the patch of the top of that brow because that's just never grabs as well. So yes. The good thing to remember with henna is that it doesn't develop quickly. It's not like a tint where you've got like a 5 to 10 minute window of development. It develops over 30 minutes minimum. So you have that time to really draw out the shape you want, check that it's okay, and then go in and clean up any messes that you need to, which makes it really workable. Obviously, we're always going to prefer it when somebody else is doing it. I know that I get Alicia to do mine, and when I was waxing my brows this morning, I remembered exactly why I get somebody else to do it, because it's so difficult, but we are all kind of working with what we've got at the moment. Obviously, we're not open, so we can't do it for you, but this will be good in the meantime. And henna is great for so many different reasons. It helps to stimulate hair growth. It lasts in the hair a lot longer than regular tint. Yeah, so you're sort of getting those added benefits. You know, while we're all cooped up, I'm hoping that my hair's gonna grow really long, and my eyebrows will be nice and thick. You know, we're not going anywhere, so my skin should be nice and clear because I'm not putting any makeup on. Suppose we've got to think of the positives really, don't we? But yes, I hope you guys liked this little demonstration, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me, because yeah, I really have nothing better to do as I don't have a business to go to at the moment.